Bobcat E35 excavator. The coupler is also part of the quick release, and it's leaking hydraulic fluid, like spraying out of it. So I gouged it out, tried welding it with 7018, just a test spot next to it. Didn't really like it. It's some sort of cast material, not sure what kind. So I tried 316L, no luck. Yeah, was that, sorry, 308L. I went on to 309L because it's dissimilar. It's got steel base in it. I don't know, I thought maybe that would work. It hasn't cracked yet. I'll show you what I did. It's not exactly the prettiest thing, but inside of here, it was spraying fluid out on both sides. So it's not, don't give me a hard time, I know it's kind of an ugly weld or whatever. There's also seals inside here, and I expressed to them that I don't think it's a great idea, but they said just try, so I'm trying. It still looks like it's wet back there, and that doesn't really look like grease. That looks like hydraulic fluid, so I don't know if I got everything or not, but I know that it was spraying like right out of there, like a geyser. So I'm gonna let it cool down, and then see if it's better or not. It was leaking so bad the coupler wouldn't even work. If it has more leaks, I can try and weld it. I'm gonna suggest maybe we take it apart, see how much resistance we get there. I think they want to get it back to work. There's a guy waiting for me. He just went to the bathroom or something, so I'm just quickly doing this so I don't like talk to the camera in front of the customer and stuff. But yeah, I'm just gonna let it cool down. There's another machine over there somewhere that I welded on in the past, so I'm gonna go check on it and see if there's any cracks or anything new has showed up. But yeah, I'll let it cool down and I'll bring you guys back.
Walking that leak, where's that water?
It's coming out of the sides of here.
Yeah, okay, because those seals are...
Yeah. There it goes. So, I got most of the leaks to stop. The seals on the end were totally shot. They were shot before I welded it. Don't give me a hard time. I know they were shot. I've been working on this machine before. But yeah, the leak was so bad that the seals weren't even, or the piston wasn't even coming out. So we had to use a C-clamp to push the pins in to get the quick coupler off. But now it goes on and off. That's good. But there's still leaks there. Like, as I welded it, I noticed I was getting a drip from the back side, and there's a crack in the back side bottom underneath the pin, basically. So I said, let's uncouple it and try and weld it, and I was met with resistance on that. So it's working again, but it's still leaking. I'm not super confident on how long that repair is going to last. Like it runs a jackhammer, so it cracked the original casting. This is stainless steel because it's the only thing I can get to not crack, and stainless is brittle. So I told him that. I was like, look, I don't know how long this is gonna last. Like, as soon as I said that, there was also okay, sorry about that, camera died. Yeah, they're talking about trading the machine in, get us by usual stuff, you know. I'd love to be able to pull it completely apart and braze it, bake it, pull the seals out of it, maybe get my buddy Brad. Oh yeah, equipment. Buddy of mine, Brad Equip on YouTube. Check him out. Just started a YouTube channel. He's a mechanic. He's super smart. He's way smarter than me. He's building service truck, fixing machines. Check him out. Anyways, yeah, I'd probably get him to help me like reseal all the working bits of the cylinders. There's like a double acting cylinder in there. Anyways, it's fixed enough for now. Our next job today, we're gonna go to fix a roll-off bin. Not exactly the most exciting thing in the world, but one of our regulars, the hook on the front ripped off, the latch, the thing they hook the winch to. So it's not too far away, so let's go try and fix that if we can get through the city here without... Jesus, I hate this place. Anyways, yeah, I'll bring you back on the next one. Okay, here's the next one. So, big roll-off bin, thing tore off. Problem though, it's full of garbage. It's full of wood, and I can see paper and stuff right there. So what I just talked to the customer. I think what I'm going to do is just bend this back and just get a little bit of weld on either side. This doesn't have, like, this is angle iron, So if I can weld right here and not up here, I won't burn the bin. So I'll get it just enough to be able to get them to get it back on the truck, and then they're gonna dump it, and then we're gonna reconvene, and I'm gonna put a piece of 3/8 plate all the way around, and then weld the hook to the 3/8 plate so it doesn't pull off. The problem is it's shearing the plate. It's not even really, I know there's some service rust there, but they've torn 10 gauge clean off. So yeah, we'll get it just enough to be able to get it back on the truck safely, and then we'll fix it properly once there's not a bunch of wood and stuff in there. there you go. Welded underneath there, got a few tacks there, and a little bit of weld on the corners. And then I welded this from here to here. So it'll be good for one lift. And then once they unload it, they're gonna take it back to their yard, and I will weld all the way around that. I'm just afraid with putting a ton of heat into here that something on the backside could burn, because I can't really tell what's in there. So I know it's garbage, but who knows? Could be something flammable right there, right? So it's not worth the risk. So yeah, good for one lift and ready to go. Just gonna put all my tools away. Sorry, camera died. It got too hot, it said. So it's been happening a lot lately. It's been pretty hot. But yeah, so we got our dumpster job done. We just wrapped the tools up, and that one will lead into another job, and then I'll be back at their yard. So it means I'll probably have a couple other repairs to do. So it's a gift that keeps on giving. Working on dumpsters is not exactly the ideal situation, but when it's a customer that calls you on a regular basis and keeps food on the table, I'm not going to complain. So yeah, we got a phone call earlier today, actually. It's one of those mini skid steers, I think. I just saw a picture of the loader arms, but I'm thinking it's a mini skid steer. The dog bone, or the middle part between the two loader arms, looks like it's come off. So I'm down in the city right now. I live north of the city, but there's a town in between that has that broken machine in it. So let's go take a look at it, see if we can fix it. And if we can, we'll get her done. So yeah, job number 3 for the day. So let's keep it going. That is supposed to be attached to that. That's not. It's one of those Chinese auction ones, and it's cheap white metal. So we'll see how that welds, but get all the hydraulic lines off and maybe take that off, put that back on there. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
GoPro died, so this is what you get. Stuck a piece of plate on the bottom side, welded the inside, welded the outside, the old rat strap structure. So yeah, just gonna slam a couple pins back in, and maybe I'll throw a little bit of gray spray paint on there too. We'll find some paint. Okay, it's back together. Didn't have the exact right color gray, but no paint. The paint is better than no paint, so yeah, ready to go do whatever this thing does. Put this stuff away and get out of here. Okay, that little machine is done, and it's the end of the day. So thanks for coming along for the ride with me, guys. Hopefully that gives you a little insight to what it's like to be a mobile welder, rig welder, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna go home now and send a couple invoices, make some dinner. So thanks for watching. Thanks if you made it this far. I'm sure it probably wasn't the most interesting stuff in the world, but appreciate views. If you got any questions, comments, concerns, put them down in the thing, type them through the messaging. Subscribe if you have subscribed. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I will see you on the next one.